I'm making this video because nobody else on YouTube will. I don't want to make this video. This isn't what I do. But when I searched YouTube, because I wanted to know what a good CTR is, a good click-through rate. You know, a decent click-through rate. What's the number? So that I get the sense that I'm on the right track, videos are going to be getting picked up. What am I shooting for? Nobody will answer this question. So I'm going to make this video, I'm going to answer the question, and then I'm going to give you the context so that you know, at least from my experience, what I've needed for my videos to get picked up. The first things first, what is a good CTR? Now, YouTube says that an average CTR is between 2 and 10%. That's average for most of YouTube or whatever. So between 2 and 10%, that's kind of a wide range. And usually an average isn't a huge range. That almost starts at 0.
So I don't know why none of the big channels, the vidIQ or channel makers or any of those guys, will give you an actual answer to this question. What is a good CTR? I'm going to actually give you a real number. Here we go.
So what I've found is 4%. There's your answer. 4% CTR. If you're a little bit over 4%, that's where my videos have started to take off. If they've got the engagement that goes along with it. So 4%, video's over. Thanks for coming. Unless you want to know what it really takes to get a YouTube video to start getting some traction with the algorithm, at least from my experience with the analytics to back it up, let's do that next. So you know what CTR is, click-through rate. It's the number, it's a percentage of time that when YouTube shows a video, people click on it. It basically says how good is the idea, the thumbnail, and the title. Because that's all the information that people have. YouTube is showing them the thumbnail and the title, and it's the percentage of time that people click on it. So that's CTR. That's what I said, you need about 4%. The other side of that is engagement. Once people are into your video, they've clicked on it, they're watching it, how much of it do they watch? And that's average percentage viewed, or what we often talk about as engagement. So for what I've found is there's a kind of delicate balance, some minimums between CTR and APV, average percentage viewed, that will get my videos some traction on YouTube. Now I'm going to bring up some charts here, show you my analytics. Here's 7 of my best performing videos. If it's not jumping out at you right away, these 2 in the middle account for 90% of my views. My channel is basically these 2 videos. Now, what you notice about these 2 videos is they both have a CTR of 4.2%, and they both have an average percentage viewed of right around 40. One is just a little below, one is just a little bit above. And that is the magic formula that I've found. Those are the only 2 videos that I've gotten that have gotten into the thousands of views. I've got some others that have gotten a couple hundred. They've done this or that. Now, I've got videos with better click-through rate. Look at the one up at the top, 6.7% click-through rate. That is a good thumbnail, a good title on a subject that people are interested in. The problem is my engagement is 24%. So basically what that means is that people are clicking in, but because they have no patience, they're leaving before the video is over. Like you are probably considering doing right now, but shouldn't, because we're not through all the information, and there's a little bit of important information at the end of how you can kind of make things better, make things work, even when your numbers aren't quite there, what you can do to make it better. So, I said I've got videos with better CTR. I've also got videos with pretty good average percentage viewed, or pretty good engagement. Got this one right down here, 54%. When people come, at least by my standard, a lot of them stay and watch the video. The problem is, I'm having trouble getting people to click in. 3.6 CTR, just a little bit below that 4% that I need. And so that video also has not worked. What's interesting, when you look at the 2 that are circled in blue, A high CTR is going to get you more views in the beginning than high engagement. The CTR, the thumbnails, and the titles are absolutely key. You've got to get those. You've got to get people into your video. Now, the problem I've got with that high CTR video is when you've got a low engagement on the other side of it, YouTube thinks that it's clickbait. That you put up something crazy on your thumbnail and on your title, and you're getting people in, and then you're not delivering. And so they're going to aggressively not show your video once they've decided that it's clickbait. The problem I've got, either it's clickbait or what I think it seems to be, is I pose this really interesting question in the thumbnail, and then I answer it in like the first 30 seconds. And so most people say, oh, okay, and they just leave. And I didn't find a way to keep them interested longer. So that video is not doing it. So for me, 4.2 CTR, about 40% engagement. That's what it's taken for my videos to take off. Now, I'm in the how-to space. I do videos about cast iron cookware, about how-to stuff around the house, in the kitchen. That's my zone. And these are the numbers it's taken for me. If you've got a couple of minutes, it would be super interesting for everybody who's watching this video to go down into the comments and look at your analytics and see if you can find a trend or what it's taken between the CTR and the APV to get your videos to take off. Like I've shown you with my analytics, when the two numbers are there, they've gone. When only one of them is there, it doesn't take. Now that said, videos don't blow up right away every single time. A lot of times it takes YouTube a while to find your audience. I know that what ended up being my biggest video sat and did nothing for a month, while another video was getting thousands of views. And then as that first video was starting to peter off, that other one just went boom, just took off and became my biggest one. It's got 23,000 views or something like that. So that can happen. I've got other videos that could be sleeping giants that could just at some point just take off. The other thing to really think about, especially if you've got a video, like I've got this one video that has a very good engagement. Only about 130 views so far, so it's hard to tell if that's going to hold. But when you've got a video that's got a better than average engagement for you, pound away at the thumbnail and the title. Try something else, wait 2 weeks, see if anything moves, try again. If you've got that good engagement, you've got a good video. And that is gold. That's the hardest thing to do, is actually to have a good video. So just keep pounding away on that thumbnail and that title. Try other stuff, try different things. And that's another way that you could get a video that's dead right now to really take off. That's all I've got. Like I said, this video is just for basically to start a discussion for people who are asking this question. Don't just listen to this video. Get down in the comments. Tell me about your channel, the videos that have worked for you. Any information you can give the community about that, I think would be super interesting. Any discussion we can start down in the comments. And then obviously, I'm not monetized yet, so there's going to be a subscribe button up here. You can go ahead and look at, I've got a couple other videos that are on this topic. I guess the one I'll put down here is how long it took me to get to 100 subs, which again is a topic that can be interesting for people just starting out creating content on YouTube, to get a sense of what it's like for other people. Because in the beginning, you're in the void.